Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The drive will begin with a run by Benson. Fights forward for only about a yard after the 21.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
To throw is Murray. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Cardinals. Devon Vele, 79 yards. And the Cards are on the board first here in this division round matchup. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game.
Falcons nothing. Joshua Party to kick off.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30.
35-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. A run for the first time with Bijan Robinson. And he stopped immediately there. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 9. Now Penix. Caught by London. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Well, that's good for a first down. There's a guy who went over 1,000 yards receiving in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of the playoffs.
At the 47-yard line.
On 1st and 10, it's Robinson. Trucks over him. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain. 13 yards that time and another first down. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here we go. 18 Cardinals.
Back to Robinson now on first down. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Bijan Robinson, 40 yards. And the Falcons are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own.
Earlier in the week when they had their scouting report meeting, this was the explosiveness that they talked about trying to contain. They were concerned about it all week, yet he still did it to them. Wonder how that's going to carry over the rest of the game.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
But they certainly came out firing in this one, and while that one was incomplete, I can't imagine that'll be the last shot that they take in this game.
Now a 2nd and 10. Now Murray. That went out wide and intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Falcon defense has a touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. The extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And the Cardinal 1st down.
Throwing now is Murray. Open man here is Benson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And 26 big yards on that one. It's another 1st down.
That's another Cardinals 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 32.
Murray going to throw. They'll get that complete to Vele.
Murray's pass.
Yeah, that's good for a gain of 6. And it'll be 2nd down.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 26-yard line.
Throwing again, Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Now that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
They certainly probably had an open look beyond the 1st down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
It would be a very makeable field goal try from here, but instead they're going to go for it. And now a timeout defensively by the Falcons. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
McCarty on for the field goal. A 43-yard attempt.
And this one is right through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
2 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
Into the hands of London. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 32-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there. The drive will continue. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful you're losing playing against a good quarterback like he is to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front, defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. And now here's a timeout defensively coming from the Cardinals. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. Play fake, and they'll throw with Penix. That's out wide here for Robinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards to the 16 and a first down.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. They'll try to throw again. Here's Penix.
It's caught.
And the Falcons are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
That's another Falcons first down. 1st and goal at the 2-yard line.
Looking to throw, Penix. That ball is caught. It's London for the Atlanta touchdown.
A 1-yard touchdown pass. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail early on the road in the playoffs. Not a great combination as they've got it 1st and 10. And he almost gets this to the 30, taken down about a yard shy. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys will take over at the 25-yard line.
They may have the edge on the scoreboard, but that hasn't made them passive, has it? I mean, they dialed up a pretty good run blitz there. And Brandon, you know that all blitzes aren't just designed to get to the quarterback and the passer. Sometimes you're just trying to take away every gap, every hole that might be created in the running game, and they did it to perfection and caused a fumble there.
Took away the gaps, took away the holes, took away the football.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
At the 11-yard line.
Here we go. Buffalo leading. 10-60.
Again, it's Robinson. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Well, anytime down here in the red zone that you can get a running back going lateral to the line of scrimmage, that's a plus for the defense. We all hear about the offensive guys saying, get north and south, get upfield. They didn't allow it at all on that play.
60
To the air, Penix.
Touchdown, Falcons! Kyle Pitts, a 12-yard touchdown grab. And the Falcons continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
The Cardinals take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Last time out, they had the fumble that led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
Murray now. That's complete to Michael Wilson. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 15.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
3rd and 20.
Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to go down. Back at his own 5-yard line, it's a sack. Here comes the Cardinals punter now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he's able to get it out of there. A good kick, 49 yards, just 3 on the return. And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10.
At their own 45-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Let's go now. 60 Bison, 60 Bison, 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Take over.
Here's Penix.
And this one's incomplete. Defensively, celebration time because they finally forced an incompletion. He was perfect throwing the ball to that point.
Yeah, but from his viewpoint, they didn't force the incompletion. He just missed. That's how hot he is right now, and that's how he wants to continue to throw the ball.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Track, Bravo 80. Go street.
They'll throw with Penix. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's going to have a Falcons first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Falcons first down.
Out of the gun, they give to Robinson.
Oh, some strong running. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta.
Bijan Robinson
With his 2nd touchdown here in this first half.
And the Falcons are able to add on to their first half lead.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the rout is on here in this first half. Atlanta's 11 ready to go, and they kick it away.
And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
A gain of 27 on the play. First down, Arizona.
Easy. Buzz. Omar.
Here's Murray. Now he's going to step up and run. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see.
Cardinals first down. A gain of 40 yards. And the Cardinals.
So how about this for
down.
field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Easy, quiver. 2-2.
Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. That's to McBride, and he has it. Touchdown, Cardinals. A great effort there in the final seconds of the first half. And the Cardinals are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the first half.
Makes the score.
Point after, right down the middle.
Cardinals 17.
And that'll cut the lead down to 18.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
So 6 seconds, all that remains of this first half as the kick is away. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt.
28-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. 1 second, all that remains. They find some open field here. There he goes right side. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
So his big first half continues, his third touchdown already. We'll have to keep watch as this game goes along, how much they want to continue to ride him, because he could be on his way to a record-setting performance.
Extra point right down the middle. And they open the lead up now to 25.
Joshua Carty to kick off.
A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game.
First and 10.
So first and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second half blowout material. 178 yards rushing for him now in the ball game as he is trying to will his guys to the championship round next weekend. This second and 4. And looking to throw, Penix. That's going to be caught by Pitts. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Cardinals' 20-yard line. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And the Falcons are going to be set up with a first and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1.
Oh, nice job there putting the ball right in the doorstep of the goal line. Couldn't quite get it into pay dirt, but he got awfully close. Let's see if they can cash it in over the next couple of plays.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Kyle Pitts, a beast in the red zone with his second touchdown of the game. And the Falcons take the opening kickoff of the third quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Nifty move. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
The Cardinals take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Out of the gun, here's Murray. He's going to air one out. Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Murray now to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on third down to get their momentum going again.
Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A big 30-yard play on third.
We have seen big plays from both quarterbacks throughout this game, and there's another one right there. Going back and forth, almost like two excellent guitar soloists trying to top each other with each additional play.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he has to get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
Going for the deep ball. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20.
Take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. Well, this offense, this team, they are rolling right now, Charles. They've scored on 3 straight possessions. You look at the scoreboard, and they pretty much right now got this thing on cruise control.
Yeah, and this is that time of game where you and I have to be prepared, right? Isn't this kind of like that empty the bucket time where you have to go into your blowout material and make sure we have some different things? That's what we're staring at right now, the way this one is going.
Back to throw now on first down.
Oh, first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted.
And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the third quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
Got a man, it's caught inside the 10. He'll head out of bounds inside the 10, marking down at the 9.
That's good for a Cardinals first down. First and goal.
Here's Murray. And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
from 8 yards out.
And the Cardinals take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Now the extra point.
For the extra point.
And that will cut this lead down to 25.
Makes the score Falcons 49, Cardinals 24. Joshua Carty to kick off.
The Cardinals set now to kick this one away, and off we go. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line.
Still comfortably on top, third quarter as they start things here with a 1st and 10.
Shreds into the stiff arm. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
218 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night.
So into Cardinal territory now. It's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Back to throw here.
Targeting Pitts on the out route, and he's got it complete.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. It's a gain of 11, and the Falcons pick up the first. Under a minute to go in this third quarter as they come up 1st and 10.
Now Penix.
This is caught. It's Brown. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 26 yards.
And the Falcons will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the third.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
And that's pretty good coverage by the kick team, as he'll only be able to get this past the 15-yard line and no further.
At their own 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Well, this has been a tough one for them, Charles. They've struggled really on both sides of the football. And one thing that's really plagued them, the turnovers. They've had issues keeping the football in their possession.
And every game that's ever been played, all coaches talk about taking care of the football and limiting turnovers. And in this one, after we saw that first turnover, we worried that things would snowball, and it certainly did, especially on the scoreboard.
Well, he had a man open. He overshot him. It's incomplete.
1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
Second and 10.
Now Murray. He's going to go up top again.
Oh, they've intercepted Murray for the 3rd time.
Picked up by Jesse Bates.
And the Falcons are going to take possession as they've got it at the 42-yard line. Well, they've got the huge lead. Now they have another interception on the defensive side. Seems like everything they touch in this one, Charles, turns to gold.
And they have to be awfully happy right there to get what appears to be one more for the road. It helps seal away one of their best efforts of the season.
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
This ball down the field for Pitts.
This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Falcons.
Kyle Pitts
saving his best for the playoffs with his 3rd touchdown of the game.
And the Falcons are moving closer to a date now in the NFC Championship game as they're able to extend this 4th quarter lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead.
And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one. Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a 1st down.
The Cardinals on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Throwing now is Murray.
Pass to the sideline and pulled in.
And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a 1st down. Now Murray again. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception.
Picked up by Troy Anderson. And the Falcons are going to get the football back at their own 17.
Intercepted. The Falcons take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive.
And it would appear that that 1st-round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship.
At the 18-yard line.
Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. They'll set up to throw.
Throw left side. There's London.
And he'll get this up to the 30-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
Falcons, first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Ready? 19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
Now back to throw. That is incomplete.
Partner, in the sportsmanship handbook, there's something to be said for calling the dogs off in a blowout. But these defenders, they also know this is the NFL, and it's their job to stop them, whether they're in the game or they're down by a handful of touchdowns.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again.
That's caught left side. The tight end Pitts.
And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
26 yards.
The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Let's go.
Straight ahead, it's Robinson. And down to the 41.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. On this day, the ground has been his, but at least on that individual play, we just saw the defense finally with a win.
Yeah, they finally got one, and that's a win for them, but all game long, he's seen the holes, and they've been huge for him. Kind of like a baseball hitter in the zone. The ball seems bigger, and he's just whacking it. These guys, they got it going today.
And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up 4th down. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL, and he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy, because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We got to get it back.
Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
To throw is Murray. He's going to let it fly. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete.
Down the left sideline.
Touchdown, Cardinals.
Marvin Harrison Jr.
with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this 4th quarter deficit.
Extra point splits the uprights as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. And a good job here by the Falcons. Their hands team able to recover it. Now they're down big here in the 4th. They had to try the onside kick. Can't fault them for the effort at least.
No, you can't at all. And if nothing else, now you've put something that you're trying to practice, right, that you've worked on into a game situation, and now you can go back and dissect it. So if you need it again sometime, maybe you'll find a better way to do it. But, yeah, this game's pretty much done for them.
Well, 227 yards rushing for him now in the ball game. They'll come up on a 2nd and 4 now from the 40-yard line.
They'll run again here with Robinson. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
Brendan, every great running backs coach that I've talked with has always talked about when you have great vision, you're not consciously thinking about your cuts and your moves. You're just doing them. And I think that's what we're seeing tonight. He's about run them into submission, hasn't he?
You took the words right out of my mouth. I was just going to use that phrase. He has run them into submission.
Wave the white flag.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first.
And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half. You've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship. And he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Down at the 2. Broke through first contact, but ultimately stopped shy of the goal line. They give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal. The Falcons are moving on. Congratulations to them. Thanks for watching, and so long, everybody.